Arsenal made the most of a Nottingham Forest defensive implosion as they rose to second in the Premier League table with a 2-1 win at the City ground. A familiar sense of profligacy haunted Mikel Arteta's men in the first half, but thanks to a pair of individual mistakes, Gabriel Jesus and Bukayo Saka found a way through in the second period, as all of the Tricky Tree's previous diligent defensive work was undone. A last-gasp Taiwo Awoniyi strike would make the final few moments nervier than they should have been for the North London Titans, but Nuno Espirito Santo's side could not complete a remarkable turnaround as Arsenal matched their 2-1 win over the same opponent from the opening weekend of the new term. Let's go around the punditry world to hear what the experts are saying about Arsenal's away performance against at Forest.
In the first half, what was the words that Mikel said to you at the half-time break that you was able to break the breakthrough in the second half?
First of all, to keep trying. I think first half we did so good. Unfortunately, we didn't score, but we was there, controlling the game there. The best way to control them, is keeping the ball there. And the third part, of the pitch. So, yeah, I think we did well in the first half, but we didn't score, but we keep doing the same second half, and then we score. So we control more the game, obviously, but we score, and that's all.
I did the interview here on purpose because singing in front of these away fans, I saw the relationship they have with you, the singing of your name all day long, and even the celebration that you had in front of them. Tell us about the relationship and how much this win-win means to them.
I think it's all about trust, I arrive in the club, with patience, with desire to improve, to help them. I think I'm doing good. Unfortunately, I have been sometimes injury, that's I don't want. I think no one player want this. And then my knee again, I got kicked in the training and then some problems again. So I'm working hard, I'm doing everything to be on the pitch because I think I can help more on the pitch than outside, And also, the support of my teammates is good. Today, unfortunately, I was a little bit unlucky. One chance, another one I create, and then after I could score. So yeah, I'm happy, and then obviously they keep supporting me. That's good for the players.
Statement win tonight. You start off the midweek fixtures with a victory. More than anything else, look, you can turn around and showcase exactly the player of the match. Gabby, congrats.
That they moved to second in the Premier League. Really, really important win for them in a very important week as well. Martin, let's have another look at Jesus' goal as well, because we were talking about this angle. You weren't sure whether or not it took a deflection, took a slight one, but was it on target for you in the first place?
I think so. I think it was just about going in. Again, it's real questionable defending because it's naivety. Again, we talked about the free kick in the last match. I mean, how has Jesus got that kind of space? It's really ridiculous. Montiel, he's a World Cup winner, but why does he leave Jesus? He runs past him. He runs past him to pick up the winger. Jesus is all on his own. And Amabamba Dali should go across. He's a young defender, but I just don't get it. And then in the end, the goalkeeper should do better. It goes through his legs. It's a bit of a nightmare for him.
Goalkeeper should do it better, or Jesus could finish. I think it's a smart finish from Jesus.
I think you see a lot of players doing this now, don't they? If I was a centre forward, I'd be going play it between their legs.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way to score.
We were speaking in the first half about the dangers of Forest on the counter-attack. Arsenal had a go themselves. Jesus playing a really key part in this as well, and Saka in the end finishing off.
Yeah, I think this is where Arsenal are the most dynamic, most deadly. You see here, Montiel again, poor pass out, and this is fast-paced, one pass. And Jesus does a great job here to recognise Saka on the other side, and believe it or not, weakest foot from Saka.
Yeah, doesn't do that too many times, does he?
but great finish. But this is where the pace, this is what we did not see in the first half, the capitalising on the spaces that Forest leave on the counter-attack. It doesn't take much. 3 passes, bang, goal.
Do you know what's interesting there, though? They're waiting, aren't they, for Saka to come onto that left foot. And he's found another solution. And that's what Arsenal needed to do. And it's good to see because people pin him down on that left foot when he cuts inside, and he's put that way with his right foot.
Taiwo Awoniyi knows how to upset Arsenal in particular and the Arsenal fans, and he came off the bench at half-time despite the fact Nuno said, don't think he's going to be ready. He looked pretty good, didn't he?
He did, and you know what was interesting, the way he used his body, certainly for the goal at Saliba. Still a young defender, still learning, and he just gets bumped off the ball for me when it comes in to the box. You'll see it here. It's good play. Just comes in, look, boof, just hits him. It bounces really kindly, and then he puts it away. He can't stop scoring against Arsenal. It's good news for them, Forest that he's back in contention and he's able to, to play. But Saliba there, it's one of those, it's just a little bit naive, but it's all about learning your trade within the Premier League.
It was in the 89th minute as well, which really spiced the end of this game up, Penny, and he had another chance a little bit later on too.
He did. He makes defenders uncomfortable. He uses his body so well. He made the last 5 minutes uncomfortable. And yeah, as you see, the chances here. I think this is where Forest were throwing everything at it. It comes in a great strike from Gibbs White, really gets good contact. And it's just bouncing, doesn't quite get the contact, Awoniyi, but it was very, very uncomfortable last 5 minutes for Arsenal.
I think Gabriel there does well as well, doesn't he? Gets down, gets a block in, and there was a suspicion if there was a penalty, but no, in the end, Arsenal survive.
Well, let's find out how Taiwo Awoniyi is feeling about that, because like we said, he does love a goal against Arsenal. JD Dyer speaking to him now.
Taiwo, not necessarily the result that you wanted tonight, just overall when you think about the final result, but individually, let's focus on you first of all. How good did it feel just to be back out there and see the impact of force of a goal as well?
Yeah, for me it felt good. I've been out for a while, so I've been back on the pitch again. It's something that I'm happy about. Of course, it's always been tough, but at the end, I always believe in God, and I believe everything will work out for good.
In terms of the impact that you had in 45 minutes, you saw what you brought in just as a striker, the physical presence in terms of adding a different dimension to your attack. When you take all that in and you think about the positive building blocks going into the next game now?
Yeah, for us, of course, we want to do our best to win every game at the City Ground. But me coming in, unfortunately, we did have a bit of discomfort on his leg, and he's been brilliant for the team as well. So whether him, whether me, we know what we have to do when we come into the field of play to help the team, and that's just what I'm there to do also.
I want to ask you, what is it now? Is it a sense of recovery? Is it a sense of trying to build back up? Because I know the fitness is the last aspect, right? Trying to get the sharpness back into your legs. So what is the process now between now so you can get back up to 100%?
Yeah, for me, the process is just to go by minute, try to get the game going, and this will bring me back to my fitness. But of course, I still have to look after myself as well, and the team, everyone has been brilliant with me being out. But the goal is just to go on with the minute, and we'll see how it goes at the end.
I mean, though the manager is very clear in terms of his words, it might not be many words, but it's always clear and decisive in terms of his messaging. What did he kind of say to you full time to you boys at the conclusion there?
Yeah, he just told me go in, enjoy yourself, and do the best for the team. And everyone is always clear in the terms of what we have to do on the field of play.
Well, Taiwo, it's always good to see you back. Unfortunate about the result today, but build back up, man. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go, Taiwo just walking away from that interview. We have Mikel Arteta here, the Arsenal manager. Scored 3-3 against Arsenal. Did he give you a bit of a shock tonight, a bit of a fright?
Yeah, he's a real threat, and obviously with the deep block that they defend when there are spaces behind you, if he's managed to take the first touch or he's got a space to run, he's a really dangerous play. He scored already from a counter and a set play at the Emirates, and scored again today. So
I want to ask you, Mikel, just how important you and your team felt that win here was tonight.
Yes, to get some momentum. Obviously, we were really good against Palace. We won after the break, and today we wanted to generate that momentum. And we've done it. I think we had a really strong performance. We were really dominant. We had to be very patient, but at the same time, we need to keep having the intention to hurt them all the time and don't start to be complacent. And I think we've done that at the end. I think we suffer much more than what we deserve, but this is the Premier League.
Mikel, congrats on the win, big win.
Thank you.
How pleased, you mentioned it there that you had to be patient. The first half you were playing against a deep block for Forest. How pleased are you that in the second half you've won the game from a counter-attack? The same against Palace, counter-attacking goals. How pleased are you that your team is showing a different dimension, that they're able to win the game in that way?
Yeah, we need different tools, and we need to find the right moments to be very vertical when we have the chances. Set piece are another, obviously, a great way to score because we generated a lot today. And I thought as well in a positional play we generated quite a lot of chances, but we didn't convert them. But I'm really pleased because we concede nothing. And against this team at home, I've seen a lot of teams. We were one of them last year that suffered, and I'm really pleased with the performance and winning the game.
Wanted to talk to you about Jesus because I could feel a bit of pressure coming his way. He hits the post, but then suddenly it all comes good for him, doesn't he? Really, really quick from the throw in. He has an assist. How important is he to the team that he starts scoring goals now if Arsenal are going to try and win the title?
Yeah, we really need him at his best. And I had a great feeling before the game. I told him because he had some fluid in the knee and he was struggling and he was kicking every physio out there. 2 days ago, he's saying, I want to be on that pitch. And he pushed everybody to be there. When someone has that attitude, that desire in this moment, something good is going to happen because he's got the ability and the quality to do that.
Well, it certainly came good to. I could see the strapping on the knee, and I thought, well, there's a player who certainly wants to get on and do it.
Yeah. It was magnificent today, I think.
We saw at full time, Mikel, we saw some shots of you speaking to Alexander Zinchenko, and he was having a chat with Ben White as well, and it looked slightly heated. May we ask what that was about?
That's pushing each other and being not happy, conceding nothing. And I have to encourage that and promote it in the right way, in the respectful way. Sometimes after the game it's too emotional and too heated, but I love that the players are pushing each other and demanding excellence. And today we conceded a goal that is not at the level that we want.
Passion when it's needed, especially when you think of the game at the weekend. You welcome Liverpool. There's now 2 points between you. Here's the shot said, by the way, we're just catching up. Welcome Liverpool.
I'll speak to you later.
Welcome Liverpool on Sunday. How do you feel ahead of that?
Well, as I said, we have some momentum now. I think we put in, again, a strong performances. We were playing really well, but not winning enough matches 3 weeks ago, and now we are. And we're going to have a massive game against the top of the table, and we're going to have to be even better than today, for sure.
Really healthy position for you now in the league. Good luck at the weekend, and congratulations tonight. Thank you, Mikel.
Thank you. Thanks.
Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Go speak to Zinchenko. There you go. Mikel Arteta spending a few minutes with us outside here. Look, really important win. I love that he speaks about passion in this side. I mean, from the years of Arsenal lineage that you have, what do you make of the way that this team is clicking at the moment?
Yeah, I think there's some way to go. I think it's really important that they rebuild their confidence. You know, they had a little period in the season where they didn't have a win in 4 matches. So really important now, first away win in 4. So that's something that's been a bit of an Achilles heel away from home. So that's a really good performance from Arsenal tonight. And then it sets you up for the weekend because in come Liverpool into town. And, you know, Jurgen Klopp and all the emotion and everything goes with that. Look, he's been an amazing manager, but Arsenal will be desperate to beat him.
Absolutely will. All right, guys, don't go anywhere because we're going to be hearing from Nuno Espirito.
Some of the words that I would use to describe what I saw out there from your team tonight, dedicated, determined, disciplined. But what are your takeaways now? Obviously, now you see the full-time result.
Yeah, I agree with you. We were organized, we were committed to the tasks. In the first half, we were very organized. We blocked the game. The part that was missing was having a little bit more of the ball, trying to play a little bit more and break the pressing of Arsenal. We couldn't do that better in the second half on that aspect. It's curious because we conceded in the moment that we were trying to and achieving to arrive and to play. Disappointed with the way we conceded, but in the end we throw everything, we try, but we should have done more.
When you say disappointed in the way you conceded, I actually watched your reaction when the goal was conceded in terms of the Arsenal opening goal, and it just seemed like there was an element of something that you felt like it could have been avoided. But you tell me in terms of how you felt.
No, because it's a throw-in. It's a throw-in. It's a clear ball. We should have cover inside first, not allowed Gabriel to go inside and allowed him to go in the box and step in and score. We should have defended better.
But building blocks, because I'm always the person that likes to think about the positives. You see players returning from injuries. You know the players that are currently returning from the AFCON competition as well. Is there enough here that you can turn around and say that there's things that you want to take positively into the next game?
Yeah, the positive. We had to put Tayo on the game. Chris was not 100%, so it was too much time for him. He was just coming back. We had the idea to minimize the minutes, just for him. 45 was too much, but he did well. Surprisingly, and he scored, so it's a positive. And having Anthony also back in the pitch was important for us, so we can get more options for the future.
I think finally I'll just ask you, because we spoke about it pre-game, the atmosphere in here tonight was something that I was able to experience with you for the first time this season. When you think about overall and the building blocks that you want to turn around and take into the next game and how important your home form is going to be this season, are you smiling a little bit on the inside, even though tonight might be a little bit disappointing?
Definitely. We just cannot thank enough to our fans the way they support the team. I think we should have give more, so they're more reactive to it comes from us. It comes from as a team, but they are always there, so we cannot thank them enough.
We know there's always another game around the corner. Yeah, top man, appreciate you, Neil.
Here at the City Ground, it's a game that really has lacked a lot of quality in front of goal. It took about 46 minutes, 47 minutes for a shot on target that came from Arsenal in the end. Jesus, 0-0 as it stands though. Let's talk about where everything is going wrong for Arsenal at the moment. They're frustrated. They can't seem to find a way through this low block. There's so many bodies in the box.
Yeah, we talked about it before the game, didn't we? About Arsenal's frustrations, about playing against a low block. Forest have opted to do that. They've done it very well. You see here, Morgan Gibbs-White, Chris Wood, Nico Williams, all very deep, stopping that ball going into Declan Wright, who's the engine room for Arsenal. He can't get on the ball. Forest are trying to force Arsenal wide, and when it goes wide, they've got very little options. They double up. And it's worked throughout the first half. Forest, Arsenal at times is trying to score the perfect goal, Martin, and they've just got to be quicker because this block that Forest have opted to play has really worked. It's frustrating Arsenal.
It is, and that is the problem, isn't it, for Arsenal right now? Is it's making opportunities. You know, credit to Forest, they've had 81% possession, Arsenal, but they need to be more effective in front of goal. And I think it's a case of, can Forest continue to defend in this manner? Because it's a lot of work involved. They're staying compact, but Arsenal need to move the ball quicker for me.
And then they're dangerous in the counter-attack. Seems to be the obvious game plan, Martin.
Well, that's the worry as an Arsenal fan. And then when they do win it, obviously the crowd here, they become then, you know, motivated by the team winning it because they've been sitting watching their team for such a long time. And then Arsenal do really well, though, to be honest, to get back in numbers. But it's always in the back of your mind that perhaps, you know, if they pinch it here as they do again, and Gibbs-White is in that position, he travels with the ball really well here.
Yeah.
If they can make the right pass at the right time here, I think Woods actually, he's got an overlapping run, he should actually feed him, but he doesn't, he goes for the shot. And Arsenal then gather the ball back again.
And this is the moment here, Laura, where Arsenal need to be quick. Jesus takes too many touches. He's got to get it out to Saka, get it out to Ben White quickly. When Forest are out of shape, that's when Arsenal need to capitalise. Because when you let Forest get that bank in, that's when Arsenal start getting frustrated.
Well, they so rarely come out that when they do, then that's when you want to then counter-attack them again, isn't it, Arsenal? And yeah, that's something they need to do. But I think Arsenal won't panic. I think Arsenal will keep trying to produce. I mean, there's another opportunity there on the break, and Nuno will be very happy with his team and how resolute they've been in that first half.
Absolutely will be. Okay, second half is coming up very, very soon.
Quicker, they need to take more chances. They've got to be more confident that William Saliba and Gabriel and will be able to deal with the fast break. But they've got to pick up this kind of situation and see Emile Smith-Rowe, the space he's in, what he's capable of doing, and they've got to move the ball quicker than that. They've got to move it quicker so as then you can isolate him. Then you got Martinelli outside him who can go one-on-one, and you can see him frustrated there because he's been waiting for this chance to get in the team. And now he's in there, they're not using him.
Yeah, I mean, Odegaard's picking up some good position as well, right? And what we said before the game, they're lacking a centre forward. There's been 2 or 3 occasions when I think they have to just cross it into the space, but they try the perfect cross or the perfect through ball because they don't have an out-and-out striker. Again, you know, he should have a number 9 run across the edge of the box. Yeah. Trying to overplay it, trying to have the perfect goal, and it doesn't always happen that way, especially with so many players behind the ball.
I think when you see, like, again, this situation, this has got in the far post, you've got 3 players coming in. This has got to be just dug, just chip this in. You know what I mean? Just to, you know what I mean? Just to give them a chance. And I think Shay's hit a nail on the head there. If you've got a natural goal scorer in there, you do put the ball in positions where you know he's going to be. And at the moment, we seem to be trying to find a perfect situation to try and score.
Yeah, 81% possession for the Gunners, 9 shots on goal, only the 1 on target. Let's have a look at the 3 of their best chances. Emile Smith-Rowe back in the starting 11. He's been at the heart of a couple of these opportunities.
Well, he's like I say, he's the guy. He's right on the edge of everything. He's somebody that will make that run into the box like this. I'm thinking, you know, he can't do much more than that. You know, you know, trying to pick someone out in such close proximity. You know what I mean? It's good play from him, but he's making some good moves in there. These are the situations where you want people to, at some stage, get a shot off, get the shot off, and he will try it there, even though he's off balance.
Yeah, I mean, he looks the real bright spark in the team, and then he just get the ball more to him, and he's hungry to do well. He wants to show that he should be starting every single week. But again, it's just Nottingham Forest. You have to focus second half, really concentrate. But there will be times when they switch off. See, again, I think that's a decent ball into the box.
Yeah.
But no one's gambling in that position. See, if you're a striker in there now, Minnie, you're having the tap, and it's just no one's really gambling or expecting it in there.
Well, oh, sorry, I was just going to say, before the game started, we spoke about the good record Forest have had in recent times against Arsenal. They'll be delighted with this.
Oh, delighted. I mean, we also spoke about maybe the weakness in Turner as well. He's not had 1 shot to save the whole half, so that's a disappointment from Arsenal.
OK, let's bring you up to date with games elsewhere in the